All right, so today we're doing something a little different. You can probably already see in the background here, as soon as I get out, you're gonna know where we're at here and what we're doing today. So this is something I thought I would never do when we started reselling, but as you can see here, we are actually buying our first storage unit through auction. We bought it through storagetreasures.com. This is just a tiny little unit. This is just a 5x10 unit. Nothing crazy at all. This is a really cheap unit. We didn't want to get anything with like big furniture or beds or stuff like that to move, because one, we don't have anywhere to store that stuff, and two, this is all we got right now is a Suburban. So we were aiming towards a small unit just to get our foot in the door. And at this price, I mean, at the very least, we can use this as like a teaching moment. It's just like buying a course online, except we're actually doing it. So I don't know if we're gonna be really profitable on this first one, but the way I thought about it, we paid $40 for this unit. So we can go to like Savers or Goodwill and spend $40 on a couple items. There was a couple things I saw in the pictures that should at least make our money back. As far as profiting, we don't know until we start ripping the bags open and stuff like that. So we're about to jump in here and see what we find. We cleaned the back of here the best we could. We just folded those back seats down. I know it's a mess, but the stuff that we're gonna throw back here is probably not the cleanest anyway. So we're gonna try to fit everything that's in that 5x10 unit back here. I know a lot of it's gonna be trash, but we're gonna try to get this thing cleaned out and put all into the back of here. All right, going into our very first unit ever that we purchased. Who knows if this is gonna be the start of something big or if this is gonna be a one-time thing, but again, this is a small unit, 5x10. Again, it doesn't look like anything crazy. There's some hats back there. Oh, look at that Pokemon box.
Oh, nice.
Hopefully that's filled with cards, because in the pictures we saw some Pokemon cards laying on the ground. There's some back there. This bag right here, as long as it's in good condition, the heart bag, this sells for about $25 to $30 on eBay. And then there were some hats back there and stuff like that. So yeah. All right, there's a Ryobi drill. So we're gonna start digging in here, see what we can find. I'm gonna record as much as I could, but let's see what we find in here. All right, we're gonna glove up because I don't know what kind of nastiness we're gonna find in there. So I gotta put some of these on before we start digging around. Are you looking for some Pokemon cards? All right, so I guess we'll just start with the garbage. Let's see. This is heavy, so there's probably stuff in here. I should have brought the GoPro. Look at it, the actual football. I know. Bunch of papers. Some random tools. Some Pokemon stuff. Look at
that.
These are all like little Pokemon coins. So these aren't actually Pokemon cards in here, but these are fig pins, whatever these are. LeBron James, Zion Williamson. So these are pretty cool. I don't know what these are worth, but we'll look into these. We got a couple of those in there. Bryce Harper, Giannis. So it looks like we found the Pokemon stash right here in this box. There's a bunch of Pokemon cards here, and hopefully it goes deeper into that bag, but we'll see. He wants to look through all these cards, see if he finds anything good. I'll let him do that. I mean, even if we do find something good, I think they're all in bad shape. I don't think they'll be worth anything, but any cool ones that he wants to keep. Here's one of those hats that we found, one of the Lakers hats. And then she found the Ariat shirt somewhere in there, like an Ariat Mexico shirt. Is that all of the Pokemon cards in there?
Hey.
Or is there more? Oh, more? What? Here, I'll get the other ones for you, so you don't have to touch all that nastiness. What card are you looking for? Do you know, or are you just looking for anything cool?
Yes.
Anything cool? Oh, here's that Ariat shirt. I mean, at this point, everything adds up, so it's a kid's one, but That's an Area Mexico shirt. I haven't looked in that bag yet. When I move all this stuff down, I'll get the rest of the Pokemon cards, okay? That's all we've got so far. We barely even made a dent in this thing, but I'm starting to get to some. I found this here, a whole thing of baseball cards. I don't know much about cards. I don't know if I'm gonna have to look these up individually, but there's a bunch of cards in here. We got more Pokemon cards, some Mewtwo stuff in there. Here's some more. Look at all these.
Wow.
There's actually a lot more stuff in here than I thought. So, I mean, even I think at that price that we paid at $40, this is already going to be worth it. We found a nice little purse too. You have that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we found this little thing too. I mean, it's not going to bring us a fortune or anything, but Betsy Johnson purse. There's some stuff in there. We haven't even looked in there yet. But I mean, there's so much stuff in here to look through. I don't think we're gonna even get half of that stuff fit into the truck. And then we have 72 hours to clean this out. So we have this propane tank. We can always take that in to get a new one. And then if we wanted to, we can even sell that tank. But I mean, there's so much stuff in here. More Pokemon cards back there. There's a bag. I don't know what's up there. And then all back here, some brake pads. Oh, there's a TV here. It looks like it might be all cracked. Looks like an iPad. Let's see. Some Klein tools. Oh, this thing's all shattered. It was an iPad.
Fix that?
I don't know. Maybe. Let me see what this is. Klein tools. It's not the best brand out there, but if there's something in here, I'm always looking for new tools too, so. What is this? Bluetooth chip. I don't know what that is, but I'll look more into that. We have some more tools, some more bags, more Pokemon, whatever this is. Let's see. Ooh, this one's heavy. Oh, please tell me there's an iPhone in there. There's something in there. I don't know. No, I think it's just a box. Come on, iPhone. My son needs a new phone. No, no phone in there. Hopefully it's in here somewhere. But let's see what this is. Another Pokemon box. Let's see. Is it some more of those pins or is it actual cards? More cards. Not Pokemon, but they're baseball cards. Baseball cards. More baseball cards. So these are all baseball cards in there.
Nice.
Man, this is exciting. I'm not gonna lie. I know it's a lot of work. I know a lot of you out there are gonna say it's not worth it with the time that you got to put in. Yeah, we paid $40 for the unit, but what's the gas price, the time that you're spending here? I mean, if you like doing it, it doesn't really matter. I know we're gonna make some money here. They got a bunch of rocks. I don't know why they have so many rocks. Got like a rock collection going on. Juicy Couture, is that what that says? A Juicy Couture bag. With the Pokemon pin. Look at, there's a Juicy Couture plus a Pokemon pin.
Ooh.
What's in there? Open it. It feels heavy.
Nothing in. Oh, change.
Some change. We're already making some money back. And then
Clothes.
something.
Oh.
Dang, yeah, that's what the thing is. They're all bent. What brand are those? Bear Paw. Well, yeah, the purse looks like it's in good shape. So I'm just rushing through here because we got to get out of here. We have one more place that we have to be here in about an hour. But then I'm going to come right back and finish cleaning this out because we only have, like I said, 72 hours to get through all this. So if I find anything interesting in here, I'll go ahead and turn this back on and show you. And back here, we just found some more Pokemon cards, or at least the boxes. I don't know if the cards are actually in there, but you can see back there, there's a bunch of cards in there. Let's see. Open it up. These actual Pokemon.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh. So different type of cards in there. And then there's This might be some, I think. But see, they all look bent. I don't know if those are the card protectors or the actual cards, but let me look at these. Oh, I'm gonna drop that. Don't fall. These are packed in there. What does that look like?
More Pokemon cards.
Is it? Ooh, those are actually came in here. So those are actually all Pokemon cards, it looks like. So it just keeps on coming. Look, I think this whole box is full of cards. Look, there's more here. And then it looks like this whole box. This whole box is full of cards. See all that? All that all the way to the bottom. This whole drawer right here is full of Pokemon cards. We're gonna have to come back to that for sure. I knew it. Once my wife saw that on the floor, I knew there was gonna be more Pokemon cards in there. That whole drawer right there, look. That whole drawer, all full of Pokemon cards. So I'm hoping there's some good ones in there. And then more back in there. All right, I keep trying to get out of here, and every time I turn the camera off, I find something different. So, and look, I didn't even see, we have those 4 big old boxes there that are all sealed up, so we have to look through there still. But I went to pull this one out. Let me just show you here. Look at this one. Boom. All sealed packs. Oh no, they're open, but still. If they were sealed, that'd be...
Some of them are.
Some of them are. Look at this whole thing. Whole thing packed with... Leandro, come here. Dang, look at that. Some are open, but... Look at... This whole thing is full of Pokemon packs. Look at that. Isn't that so cool? All right, so this is actually a first good experience so far. I mean, I know we're gonna spend some money dumping some of this stuff unless I just fill it up in my garbage at home little by little, but we still have all that to go in there. Cell phone. I don't know what this is. More rocks. More rocks, and then whatever that is. But we got to get out of here. We have like 5 minutes before we got to go, and we're gonna come back here in about an hour or so and continue looking through here. So we ran into our first noob mistake here. I didn't know we were supposed to, I'm not gonna say it too loud because in case someone's here, I didn't know we were supposed to bring our own lock. So this is not gonna lock while we're gone. So I'm just gonna have to close it for now and hope nobody comes over here. Hope the guy doesn't come back over here and try to open this thing. I mean, you can't see that it's unlocked from here, but it's gonna have to stay like that for like an hour while we come back. And then maybe we'll have to stop by a store and buy a lock to throw on there. But for now, that's what we're bringing home. And then here's another thing that my wife just found in there. Another whole little tub full of cards. So the cards are non-stop in this unit. So far, so good. So let's head over to this other appointment and then we'll come back in here and keep digging around. So I found this bag here, and this kind of explains all the rocks that they have in here. Because I mean, I found like this bag right here full of rocks, this thing full of rocks. I was wondering what they were doing with all these rocks here. Inside this bag, healing crystal. So that explains what that is. Bunch of healing crystal rocks, whatever those are, but there must be something important in here. This thing is pretty heavy, and they have this thing locked up with a lock. So I don't know if there's more rocks in here or what it is, but we don't have time right now to try to get this open. So we're just gonna pack up the car with the rest of the stuff here, and then once we do get home, I'm gonna break this thing open and see what's in this bag. But hopefully it's something good, since they do have it all locked up. And this box we just pulled out of there, this one's actually labeled Pokemon. This has a bunch of, some of these are empty, but like this one had rock pins or something like that. But underneath here, boom, look at that. Did you see this? Look how many more Pokemon. All that full. So we just hit the Pokemon jackpot on this storage. All of these still in there. I'm pretty sure, if I'm guessing, all these boxes are probably gonna be full of Pokemon stuff. And we're not even halfway through yet, so there's no question in my mind, just off this Pokemon stuff alone, we're gonna make our money back for sure. All these seem like they're, look at that, all full. So I don't know how much we're gonna have to look through here, but we're definitely making our money back just in Pokemon cards. All right, so we're making some good progress in here. So many rocks in here, man. I'm tired of looking at rocks. All that's full of rocks, all that's full of rocks. Some big old heavy boulders. That one just fell on my ankle. But we pulled this out. I found this Garbage Pail Kids. It's still sealed. Let's see if I can see a date. Oh, 2021, so it's not as old as I thought, but it's still sealed. Here's another one. Garbage Pail Kids Go on Vacation, exclusive. Whatever it is, it's still sealed. Here's another one. Tops, Garbage Pail Kids Chrome. All those are still sealed?
Yeah.
More Pokemon, some more sealed. This unit is crazy, man. All these Pokemon, what is that right there? That sealed one right there. This, no, that one right here with the barcode sticking up? Yeah, that.
This one. Oh yeah, it's sealed.
Another sealed one. So all this, ow. Oh, there it is. That's where the rock hit me. Yeah, I was taking one of those bags off and that big old boulder fell. But, so, oh, look at those. What are those? I don't know if they're any good brand or anything, but Louis Vuitton? These can't be real, right? Louis Vuitton Paris? I don't know much about shoes, but these can't. Made in Italy. If these things are real, I mean, here's the box. Louis Vuitton. I don't know if who else does storage units out there, if we're just getting lucky on this first one. But you can see we only cleared half of this out. We still have all those boxes to go. This is gonna be at least a 2 or 3 day trip to get all this stuff out of here, but I don't know if those shoes are real. Let's see. Louis Vuitton. What does the side say? I don't know. That makes me kind of skeptical, the Chinese letters. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into them and see. That's crazy, man. All of that is rocks. My foot is killing me now. All this stuff still to go. I don't know what we're gonna do with all these rocks. It's gonna be expensive to throw out. Maybe we'll just dump them on the side of the road somewhere, but more Pokemon. Look at all that. Crazy. All this so far is garbage that we're throwing out. So we're gonna keep on digging. All right, so I'm gonna show you something we just found in here, but then behind me can break everything open on the storage unit here. I mean, we're already doing really good on cards, but we found a couple laptops in here. Chrome, I don't know if any of these work or anything like that, but there's 2 in there. But, all right, here's what I'm thinking. All these boxes right here might be full of Pokemon cards, because I opened this one down here and look at this. All these, some more Garbage Pail Kids. But let me see, can you hold this real quick, please? Let me just slide this out. This thing is heavy. Oh. Oh, let me just open this back one. Okay. Thanks. So, hopefully there's enough light in here. Look at this, some more. Another full box full of this stuff. All these Pokemon cards, all of them that we've been opening have been full of cards. So if I take this one out, look at that, it goes down even more. I don't know what we just hit here. This is crazy, man. Look at this, all the way down. So let me look at it with you and see if this is gonna be, let me see, I think I have a knife in the truck. All right, I'm gonna grab a knife that I have in here and cut one of those boxes open. This is insanity, man. I never expected this. Let's see. If I don't have one, I think I have a pen in here. I did have a knife. Oh, here we go. Got it. All right, we're gonna check this out because if all of those boxes right there are full of Pokemon cards, we're done, man. This unit is solid. I mean, again, we spent $40 on this one. I already see easily, I mean, it's gonna be a lot of work going through all of this stuff, but I see easily a couple $100 in profit. Oh, we got light? All right, here we go. Can you record, please? All right, I'm really hoping these are Pokemon cards. It's light, so there's not rocks. Let's put it down here so we can see. Come on, please be Pokemon cards. Oh, this one says close. So this one's gonna be a bunch of clothes. So strike number 1 on this one. I mean, there could still be some good stuff in here. This is all closed. I won't look through that now. Blankets, so no good on that one. Blankets. That one just says number 3. All right, so far no Pokemon cards. The amount of rocks in this unit are starting to scare me. All this whole corner right there is basically all rocks. This feels like more rocks. There we go, more rocks. I don't know where those things come from, why they collected them, but they have so many rocks in here. So let's just open this one. It doesn't look like Pokemon cards. Even still, we have so many Pokemon cards already. Yeah, this one's definitely not. We got some power tools in here. Some DeWalt drills. There is some Pokemon cards down there, but they're just loose cards. Some more tools, some more Ryobis. Some binoculars. So no Pokemon cards in that one. All right, the next one. Polo Ralph Lauren something. Converse. Some Jordans. So we have these. Oh, these are still New Balance. Somewhere on them, but we got those. Some Converse. What are these? Again, I'm not too big on sneakers. I don't know if these are real or not, but some Jordans. Some other crazy shoes in here. I don't know what those are. Some Fresh Prince Bel Air shoes. Some, I don't know, like maybe like doctor shoes or nurse shoes. All right, we got one more box down there. So that one's not too bad. Here's the last one.
See what Pokemon cards.
More? Let's see. There we go, some more Pokemon cards. Not full to the brim like we thought it was, but look at that. Not that trainer's tool. Pokemon cards. Pokemon cards. Packs. Pokemon card packs. So the Pokemon cards continue to rain out of here. Some more. And then we got, oh, some even more in here. Check this out. More Pokemon cards in here. So we're set for life with Pokemon cards. Pokemon cards and rocks. We have enough of those to go around for our whole life. So that's pretty much it. We have some stuff way up there. We have another box up there. We have all this clothes. This that we have to look through. And then back here, look at the back of this truck. All that's full. We still have to look through all of that. But all of that stuff is coming home with us. All that stuff on the floor right there. And then all this stuff behind over here. All this stuff is garbage. So not bad at all for our very first storage unit. All these rocks are gonna be a challenge to get rid of, but for today, we're almost wrapped up. We're gonna bring all that garbage back in here and throw it over here with the rocks. We're gonna take probably these last few boxes home tomorrow, along with the garbage, because we have 2 more days to clear all this out to get our $100 deposit. But besides that, we're doing pretty good here. This is giving me some motivation to keep pushing on storage units. I know we're not gonna get this lucky on every single one, but for the first one, for $40, not too bad at all. All right, so we came back here bright and early the next day. We had to get up at like 6 a.m. to get out here. But here's the unit completely cleared out now. All that stuff is gone. We have these 2 boxes left right here that just won't, it doesn't fit in our truck no matter what. We maxed this thing out. I asked the guy up front. Luckily, he was nice enough to let us throw it in his dumpster. But this thing is completely maxed out in the back. I don't even know if I can open the door. Here's the side door. And that's one thing I'll definitely do for the next one is rent a trailer. I mean, eventually I want to get my own trailer. But next time, we got to rent a trailer. This is just too much hassle doing it this way. But everything else is cleared out. We're locking it up. He already came to check it out. So we're gonna go into the office, get our $100 deposit back, go and get rid of all this stuff, and then the fun begins as far as sorting through all the inventory that we got, listing things. I already listed 3 things on eBay, just the sealed boxes of cards and stuff like that. But we're gonna go ahead and dispose of these 2 boxes, get back home, dump all this stuff out, and then we'll start checking out what we got. And I wanted to show you this real quick because anytime you buy through Storage Treasures, you got to do a $100 deposit to the storage facility. And it does have to be cash only, at least at the place that we went to. So we gave him $100 in cash, and then we showed him that the unit was clean. He just went in there and peeked at it, went into his office, and then gave us $100 back. So the deposit is really easy. You don't have to worry about losing this as long as you clean out the storage unit. And I still can't believe the amount of cards that came out of this unit. I laid everything down in my living room when I got home. So just look at all these cards here. We got buckets full. We got a bunch just laying on the floor here. We got that tote right there full of cards. This box right here just filled to the brim with cards. All back here, there's some more cards. All of this right here, baseball, football cards. More Pokemon. This is just a tip of it. Look at all these boxes that we found. I think there was 70 something boxes if I'm not mistaken. But you can see they're stacked pretty high there. They're 2 layers back. So this is just a crazy amount of cards that we found in this unit. And then we found this suitcase that was locked. I was able to get it open. Nothing too crazy in here. There's like a little sticker book in there. But there was also this black binder behind. This was full of like random cards. It had like Shopkins, some Magic the Gathering cards. Naruto or Naruto, whatever it's called. Got a bunch of those cards in there. So just an overwhelming amount of cards in here that I'm going to have to go and dig through. So I'm here on my computer. I'm currently editing this video. And I know I said that I wasn't too sure if we were going to make a lot of profit off this unit. And I was wrong about that. We've already made, I think, about $700 on this unit. And again, we only paid $40. So I want to jump in here real quick and just show you some sales that we had on this unit. And on top of selling on eBay, I did start selling on District, on Dibdit cards, Dibdit threads, and all that good stuff. If you're not familiar with that, I'll put a link down in the description so you can go ahead and follow me on there. It's basically a live auction site, and I've been selling a lot of clothes and like Pokemon cards and football cards that I found in this unit. And I think I made close to like $300 or $400 just off of those auctions. So $400 off of eBay and another $300 to $400 off the live auction site. So we've already, again, made about $800 off a $40 purchase. Let me show you some of the numbers here on my computer. So I've been keeping track of all the storage units that we purchased along with the purchase price. Here you see storage unit number 1, $54. So Storage Treasures charges an 18% premium. And then you have sales tax, which here in my area, it's 8.25%. So we're adding about 26% to our purchase price, which is why it's $54. So anytime you hear someone tell you the price of their storage unit, you want to add about 25% to that price. So far we have listed 63 items from the storage unit on eBay. I just put $1 per item so it didn't throw off the numbers here. Gross income, you can see on eBay, we've sold $835 worth of inventory. Net income is $343. Here's a total payout, $405.59. And here are a couple sales that we've had from this unit. Here's the Garbage Pail Kids, that one that you saw, the sealed packs. We sold those for $19.84. That Rossetti purse, $23.11. We had a drill in there for $49. If you remember this one, I pulled it out of that Klein Tools bag. This ended up being like a smart Bluetooth fan controller. We sold this one for $15.18, and I think we sold another one for around $20. Here's a heart backpack. That one sold for $50. There were some shirts, some different type of stuff in there, some more Garbage Pail Kids, Pokemon cards, tools. So we've sold a bunch of stuff so far. Again, $405.59 has been our total payout on eBay. So this was a crazy first experience for us as far as storage units go. And I am behind on videos. Since purchasing this unit, we've bought in 6 more storage units. So there's a lot more footage coming up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you do that so you can follow along all these other storage units that we purchased. So again, if you're not following me over on the Dibdit sites for the live auctions, make sure you follow me there. I'll put that link in the description. I still have tons of Pokemon cards and sports cards to sell off. So I'm going to be doing that at least for the next few months over on those sites. And then I found some crazy stuff in all these other units that I purchased as well. So you don't want to miss out on some of this stuff. Make sure you go ahead and follow me over on there. But that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.